Have you ever dropped your phone, cracked the screen, and wondered, can this actually be fixed? Or maybe your phone suddenly stopped charging and you thought it was completely dead. But here's the truth. Most smartphone problems are not magic. They are engineering problems. And with the right tools and knowledge, many of them can be repaired. In today's video, we're going to explore the essential tools used in mobile phone repair, how each tool works, and how technicians fix common phone breakdowns step by step. This is RE07 Channel, where engineering meets real life. Part 1. Why mobile phone repair requires special tools. Modern smartphones are incredibly compact devices. Inside a single phone, you will find microprocessors, batteries, sensors, delicate circuits, all packed into a very small space. Because of this, repairing a phone is very different from repairing larger machines. It requires precision, control, and the correct tools. Using the wrong tool can easily cause more damage than the original problem. Part 2. Essential mobile phone repair tools. Let's go through the most important tools used by professional technicians. 1. Precision screwdriver set. This is the first tool used in almost every repair. Smartphones use very small screws, often with special shapes like Phillips, Torx, Pentalobe. These screws hold the phone together. How it works. The screwdriver applies controlled torque to safely remove screws without stripping them. When it's used, opening the phone, replacing battery, repairing internal parts. Important tip: always use the correct size. A wrong screwdriver can permanently damage the screw head. 2. Plastic pry tool. Once the screws are removed, the phone still doesn't open easily. That's because it is sealed with clips and adhesive. This is where the plastic pry tool comes in. How it works. It gently separates the phone's frame without damaging internal components. When it's used, opening the phone, screen replacement, battery access. Important tip: never use metal tools here. They can cause short circuits or scratches. 3. Suction cup tool. Modern smartphones have tightly sealed screens. A suction cup helps lift the display safely. How it works. It creates a vacuum grip on the screen, allowing you to pull it upward. When it's used, removing broken screens, opening glued displays. Important tip: always pull gently and combine it with a pry tool to avoid damaging internal cables. 4. Heat gun or hot air blower. Many phone components are glued in place. Heat is used to soften the adhesive. How it works? It blows controlled hot air to weaken glue, making parts easier to remove. When it's used, screen removal, battery removal. Important tip: too much heat can damage the battery or display. Always keep the temperature controlled. Number 5. Precision tweezers. Inside a smartphone, many components are extremely small. Tweezers allow technicians to handle these parts safely. How it works. They provide precise grip for small connectors and screws. When it's used, removing connectors, handling small parts. Important tip: use light pressure. Too much force can break delicate components. 6. Digital Multimeter. This is one of the most important diagnostic tools. How it works. It measures electrical values such as voltage, current, and continuity. When it's used, phone not turning on, battery issues, charging problems. Example: if a battery shows no voltage, it is likely dead and must be replaced. 7. Soldering iron. This tool is used for advanced repairs. How it works? It melts solder to remove or attach electronic components. When it's used, fixing charging ports, repairing circuits, replacing small chips. Important tip: this requires skill. Incorrect use can permanently damage the motherboard. 8. Cleaning tools. Isopropyl alcohol. Phones can fail due to dirt, corrosion, or water damage. How it works? It cleans electronic components without leaving residue. When it's used, water damage repair, cleaning connectors. Important tip: always let the device dry completely before powering it on. Part 3. Common phone breakdowns and how they are repaired. Now let's look at real-world problems and how these tools are used. Broken screen. This is the most common issue. Symptoms: cracked glass, no display, touch not working. Repair process: remove screws, heat edges to soften adhesive, use suction cup and pry tool to lift screen, disconnect display cable, install new screen. Battery not charging. Symptoms: battery drains quickly, phone won't charge. Repair process: open the phone, use multimeter to test battery voltage, replace battery if faulty. Charging port damage. Symptoms: charger doesn't fit properly, charging is unstable. Repair process: clean the port using tweezers or brush. If damaged, replace using soldering tools.
Water damage. This is a serious issue. Symptoms: phone won't turn on. Screen flickering. Random behavior. Repair process: turn off immediately. Open the phone. Clean components with alcohol. Dry completely before testing.
Phone not turning on. Symptoms: completely dead device. Repair process: check battery, test voltage using multimeter, inspect motherboard, repair circuits if needed. Part 4. Safety and professional practice. Repairing smartphones requires discipline and care. Here are key safety rules. Always power off the device before repair. Keep screws organized. Avoid excessive force. Do not overheat components. Work in a clean environment. Professionals also use anti-static protection to prevent damage to sensitive electronics. Part 5. Why this matters. Understanding mobile phone repair is more than just fixing devices. It helps you understand how modern technology works, save money on repairs, develop engineering skills, and for engineers, this is a real-world application of electronics, materials, precision mechanics.
Conclusion. So next time your phone breaks, remember, it's not just a problem, it's a system that can be understood and repaired. With the right tools, a cracked screen can be replaced, a dead battery can be fixed, even complex issues can be solved. That's the power of engineering.
Call to action. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about engineering, physics, real-world technology, make sure to like, subscribe, and follow RE07 Channel, and tell me in the comments.